No, speaking of compromising security for the whole internet, did you look into that hack at all, the XZ hack?
The AT&T one?
No.
There was that one, but what hack are you talking about?
This one was all over Twitter a couple days ago. This was a guy. So XZ, okay, I'm going to try. This is going to be two retired programmers trying to talk tech and understand technically what is going on here, all right?
Yep.
And I'll do my best, but I haven't coded in fucking 10 years, so I don't really know what I'm talking about. I tried to understand it best I could, but it's like a bunch of engineers, open source engineers talking about this, and they're, everything's so technical. But basically, there was a library that like everyone installed. You like homebrew it. It's called XZ. It's like a tools library. Everyone uses it, right? And it's maintained by like one person.
That's good.
And basically, this one GitHub account started like doing pull requests on this library like 2 years ago. Would do small, would leave small comments and kind of like socially engineered the main person maintaining it to think that he didn't really have enough time to dedicate to this. And then I guess he started contributing more and more and more. And then I guess eventually he installed a backdoor for him to be able to have SSH access to wherever this was installed, which would essentially be every single Linux machine in the world, which is essentially the internet, because that's what like all servers are basically. Again, I don't know if I'm getting this technically 100% correct, but I think for the most part it is, right? So then an engineer at I forget where, Facebook or something like that, realized that his commands, his SSH commands or something, were taking 500 milliseconds longer than they normally should.
Yeah, that's like 500 milliseconds. Like that's the timing you would use to hide an entire web page loading. So yeah, in a terminal.
Yeah.
That's just. I'd be putting my fist through my computer if it was taking half a second for terminal shit
right?
to go
that
through.
Shit adds up, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my first thought. Is like I feel like that's a long time in the world of terminal commands. That would feel like it'd be taking forever, especially if you knew it was supposed to be instant.
Yeah.
So anyway, so this guy basically goes on this crazy investigation and finds this small backdoor that this person, after 2 years of building trust by contributing to this project, he or she, nobody really knows who it is. They just know the GitHub account, I believe, but that this person installed, and that would have given them access. So you got to think, like, what the fuck would they use that for? Was it someone in the government that just wanted, like, a sort of a master key to everything?
Yeah.
Like, it's just so much power. It's fucking crazy that it almost worked. So everyone was like, 500 milliseconds is not a long time. And then they were like, 2 years is such a long time to wait to do a hack like this. And in my mind, I'm like, it's not.
No.
To me, I'm like, all it took was this guy to build trust for 2 years. Like, this guy's clearly a working engineer, because a lot of these commits were like out of standard work hours and on weekends. So you got to think he probably has a high paying job.
Yeah.
Right? He's probably relatively happy. His quality of life's probably good. And then he's like, as people spend 2 years fucking redoing a car.
Yep.
His hobby was like, I'm on nights and weekends, I'm just gonna build some trust so I can hack the world.
Yeah, I mean, dude,
for a worldwide hack, 2 years is nothing.
Yeah, that's a small price to pay to access every fucking Linux machine in the world, bro.
On planet Earth.
This guy must be reading all these tweets just dick up, just smacking his dick in a fucking tub of lotion. I'm the man. I'm the man. Look at these people freaking out. All it took me was 2 years. You see the fucking charisma I have? I have so much riz, I didn't even need to speak to anyone directly. I did it over code comments. Are you joking? I'm the man.
Yeah, this is pull request Riz. That's what this is.
What a charming fucker that after 2 slashes or between 2 slashes and 2 asterisks he's making feel. So, you know what it is, bro? The one person maintaining this is probably so fucking lonely. And this guy was smart enough to go, I bet this person is just so alone.
I know, dude. It's got to be a little bit humiliating to be that person right now.
Yeah,
because you can tell. Like I saw one of the tweets that like went through, like basically documented the history of these two like commenting back and forth to each
like,
other.
No, don't do that.
Watch
Don't
this
do
guy
that.
like
don't do
you
that.
can watch this guy like erode this dude's confidence. It's like through like kind of like engineering passive aggressive things to say, you know?
Yeah.
Like nothing
Wow.
is too direct and on the nose. It's more like, hey, I mean, if you don't have the time, like I really think that this should be updated for these reasons. So like, and someone should be devoting the time to this. So if it can't be you, then like whatever, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah. Which already hurts, like when you're working in an engineering team, when an engineer that's better than you or a senior engineer makes a little comment about whatever you're writing, it already feels bad.
Decimates your self-esteem. Decimates, dude. I used to get fucking decimated in code reviews.
That's how you know it was hitting Cody hard. You can only recall it with the word decimated.
Truly, dude.
It's not like, I wasn't embarrassed, it was decimated.
I was. Because they'd always be just like dry, fucking, these people are like emotionless engineers, you know, like that just, the only thing they care about is the unit tests passing.
Yeah.
So they just leave some offhanded fucking remark like, this is juvenile code. And you're like,
okay.
Awesome, cool, thanks.
Preach.
Did a child code this?
You're like,
I'm a fully grown man. This is my career, I guess, but cool.
Whoever wrote this, quick question. Can you explain to me a red tree, black tree real quick? We just want to make sure you're actually a software engineer. Thank you.
Actually, and they don't mean that as an insult. They're like literally just, I just would like to know if you're actually a software engineer or not, because if you're not, we need to have you off the team because we're software engineers and we write code. So
see, that's the benefit.
Yes, I am one.
That's the benefit I had of working, like, I think in coming in as like a self-taught dude. No one held me to any crazy standard. Like everyone automatically assumed I was fucking dumb. So I could only ever be impressive.
Everyone's just like, wow.
Yeah.
You deploy something that works.
I set up my first Nginx like instance and everyone was just like, yay. Yay. Wow, full stack. Wow, you're full stack.
You're full stack guy, aren't you? This week, the engineer of the week this week is Noel.
He's full stack. No, I think what was funny though was I feel like by the end of programming, I actually was learning a lot, and I genuinely had this like fucking. And listen, if you're in the role of what I'm about to say, I have a lot of respect for you. But I felt like my career could only go towards like DevOps, and that scared the absolute shit out of me.
Nothing against DevOps people, though.
No, DevOps people make the world go round. I just think like you have to have a different type of grit for that role.
You just wouldn't catch me dead doing that shit.
Oh, you'd catch me dead. You'd catch my fucking brains blown out in the middle of the corporate office.